Hey guys, Jason Geiman here. I was just going to show you, I have a no start on a Kohler 25 horse engine. I'm going to show you the steps to find out what some of our problems could be and how to do it. But before that, I'm going to give you my goal. My goal is to hit 10,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. Right now, I'm about 200 short of 5,000. So please go subscribe to my channel. At 5,000, I'm going to give something away. Let me know what would be a good gift as a pressure washer to give away. I'm looking anywhere from about the $50 to $200 range. Let me know. But furthermore, you don't care about that. You want to know why this Kohler Command Pro is not running. So with that being said, I'm going to walk you through the steps. All right, so the first thing I always check when I have a no start complaint is I always check the oil first. This is one of those critical things that a lot of times my guys can overmiss, whatever, and this can be a problem. First thing we want to do is check the oil. We got oil, so we're good to go there. Once I find out we got enough oil in the machine, this can, even if it's just about a quart low, this can cause this to be a no start condition. Especially on all your newer engines, there's an oil sensor down here by the oil filter that won't allow it to run if it's low on oil. The next thing I do is I can see if I got fuel in my fuel filter right here, and that lets me know that, hey, I got fuel in there. It's probably not a fuel problem. I don't know that for sure, but this is just some things I do. The next thing is, and I don't actually know what's wrong with this, so I'm walking you through this as what my normal steps are. Next thing I'm going to do is see if it's going to start. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the key and see if we got battery power. This tells me we've got pumped to our electric fuel pump, but this thing ain't wanting to start because it's got no battery power. All right, so the next thing, since I know that we don't have good battery power, I'm going to take a DVOM, digital volt and amp meter, and I'm going to turn it on to the volts. I'm going to make sure I'm at 12 volts, or not volt, I'm at DC. There's DC and AC. And then I'm going to go to my battery terminals and see how much voltage I have. All right. That's the plan. Okay, so it's saying I've got 12.15 volts. That's perfect. So what I can do next is I can hold those on there and turn it on again, and we're not getting nothing. So basically, I know we have a bad connection. If you look at these connectors, you can see that they're all rusty and not making good connection. This one here is about rusted through. It's not getting good connection here. And even, I think when I did this before, it sparked down there. So in this no start condition for this 25, I'm going to assume that it's one of these jumper cables or these battery cables or something like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to replace them because I've been wanting to replace them anyway. But I'm going to see if I can get it to, yeah, see, we're not getting, no, it's barely turning over. And I'm pretty sure it's because we're not getting good connection. So I'm going to replace the batteries with the cables, and I'll show you how to do that. There is what could cause this thing to drag also is being my starter could be bad too. But with these connections, I've been having problems. I got 2 trucks with this unit, and I've been having problems with them. So I replaced the other one. I'm getting ready to replace this one. And if I still have the problem, then I'll go to the starter. But I'm in pretty good shape that these. You can take a gauge and see, do a voltage drop on it, put one on the positive, go to where it's at, and then it's not supposed to drop, I believe, below 1 amp. I'll let you know if that's right or not. So here you can see that they've been hot. They've actually melted the lead here. They're not getting good connection. So this is why we would want to replace these right here, both of them. This one here, even the negative, has been getting hot and melting down. So this is probably the culprit right here. But I also know the ends they used I don't really like them. I like them soldered. That way I know I got 100% better connection. So this is where the problem probably lays right here. Okay, so what I did is my positive cable is over on the starter and it's pretty rusted up and I didn't want to be putting a new starter on. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this. I cut off that old wire and put a new connection on there. I got my heat shrink ready, so when I get it well soldered up, all I got to do is slide that down on there. So what I like to do is get some solder there. You take a little torch. I like these little benzene torches, work great. See if I can get some heat going there. Get it good and warmed up here. Usually I try to get all the way around it. And then you set the solder up on top of it there and it'll start melting it into it. And it'll draw it to the heat is actually what you're wanting it to do. And when it does that, it'll actually draw it into up into that wire too. This torch, let's see if I can give me some more gas going here for some reason. So, today has been one of those days. We got, like I said, our starter was bad. You can hear it crank over now. It'll start up. And so it came down to being a bad wire. And so that's what caused our pressure washer not to start. Some other things that could cause it is if that don't fix it, the electric side of things, I'll check to see if it's getting, first to see if it's getting fuel, then I go to see if it's getting spark. There's a couple ways, I can show that in another video. And then if that's, usually that's gonna fix your problem. If it gets fuel, spark, and enough power, it's gonna fix it. Now, here's some issues I ran into today. Murphy's your friend, he's your enemy. So what it ended up being is we had two bad cables here. This cable here, it had a crimped on. I don't know if this was bad or not, but this allows a lot of moisture in there. And I'll tell you one other thing that happened to me today, and it's one of the things that's the nature of the beast. It's a pain in the butt, but it happened. I went to take the positive cable off of my battery. And you can see it right here. And the nut started spinning the piece underneath. So guess what? I had to go get a new battery. Yay me. But hope that helps you out. Like I say, try to help me get to 5,000. And thank you very much.